Live already. Hey guys, I just finished cardio, fasted cardio. I did HIIT because it's easier. So, and it's quicker. I don't have to be on there for an hour or so or longer just to lose some weight loss. So, I have to make me a shake, protein shake, because it is 12 o'clock. And then I have to talk about some things I'm balancing. I have to balance myself, so I'm going to teach you guys how I balance myself. I have on this waist trainer. You see it's like over. So this is the waist trainer that I have on my site. Good morning, everyone. That's the waist trainer that's on my site. I also have the zip one. Everything is back in order. So after you watch this video, you definitely can pick those up if you want to, or you can join the 21-day challenge and get some coaching from me, and then you could get that, well, this one you would get for free. You get that one for free, and a waist training program. So in that program, what I'm going to have is how to do HIIT for weight loss, especially for losing your gut. That's what we really want to lose. And there will be a meal plan that's added with that, and then you'll get the waist trainer. So coaching you in the group form for me is a little bit easier. So if you're interested in a waist trainer, specifically this particular one, because it doesn't have latex, if you are allergic to latex, the zip one does have latex. So yeah, check it out on the website. So I am going to make my shake and give you 3 very important tips to balancing health and fitness. This is my mindset. 3 things. Keep it simple, keep it consistent, and be patient. Easy said than done, right? So you want to keep it simple, keep it consistent, and be patient. So how does that work? This is how it works. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. 1, everybody has busy lives. I have a busy life too, even though I work from home most of the time. The number 1 thing you want to do is build a routine in the morning that is going to help you be emotionally and mentally productive for the rest of the day. So build a habit in the morning. So here's my habit. I get up, I fix my bed, I go to the bathroom, let's just be honest, I read my daily text, and then I have coffee, and then I do fasted cardio. That is my routine every morning. It's my routine. It makes me feel so productive. Now, if you work at night and you sleep during the day, you still got to get up. You just get up at a different time than most people. So start your day off with a productive routine. Whatever your routine is, find it. Make sure that it's something that's going to make you emotionally and mentally productive for the rest of your day. That's the best way. I'm giving you guys an example of how I do things. I do work nights. Not midnights. I think that's considered swing shift or midnight shift. But I teach evening classes because I teach at a college. So I have to teach evening classes from like 7 to 10 o'clock at night. By the time I'm home, it's almost like midnight, and I try to wind down and go to sleep. So that's what I do. But when I wake up, which is usually around 8 o'clock, sometimes 9 o'clock, depending on how I feel, that's exactly what my routine is. I get up, I fix my bed, I go to the bathroom, I read my daily text, I have my coffee, I do my fasted cardio. Cardio is done. So now I can be productive with the rest of my day because I got my health part, my fitness part out of the way. I've gotten it out of the way. So whenever you get up, Give yourself time to prepare yourself for your work activity. If you have to go to work, whether it's in the afternoon, in the morning, in the evening, build a get up routine that'll make you feel more productive. Number 2, meal prepping. When I started my weight loss journey, that is all I did. And not to mention, when I started my weight loss journey, I had a family. So meal prepping made it easier for me. Now that I'm single, I don't have to meal prep as often. Like what I did was I meal prep for the entire week, because that was easier for me to kind of juggle being, you know, a mom, a wife, you know, taking care of myself in that instance too, and working and doing everything. In order for me to stay on track with my diet, I had to meal prep. Meal prepping is planning to succeed. Without it, you're just going to be doing things just intuitively, and intuitively at that point in the beginning stage is not the best way to do anything, because you haven't built the skills to understand keeping it simple in your diet. You know what to eat, you just don't want to eat it. So you have to get your mind in a certain position, or you have to understand what diet works best for you. I think the diet that works best for everybody is just clean eating. Simple. Clean eating means don't count calories, just stop eating crap. That's all you have to do. Don't count calories, don't over proportion, under proportion, just stop eating crap. Notice the difference in that first before you start counting calories and paying attention to macros and how much you need for this and how much you need for that. You're a beginner and you're just starting off, or even if you're not starting off, you just find yourself stopping and starting. Just focus on not eating crap. Simple. Last point, because I don't want to be long because I have things to do. Last point. Make a schedule. If meal prepping is planning, so the rest of your life. Plan it out. Put it down on paper. Use your phone. Use a scheduler. Use something to plan your life. Get things in order. Organize it. It's easier when you can see it, because then you'll follow it. There's nothing wrong with us trying to have things in our memory, trying to remember, I have to do this, I have to do that. Sometimes it's just easier for you to be able to see it, and all you have to do is follow it. My planner, I have a planner that's on my phone and also on my iPad that I'm actually on right now, that I use, and I'll show you guys what that app looks like. You see it? Hopefully you guys can see it. It says Planner Pro. You see that? That right there. That's Planner Pro. Right there. Yes, that's Planner Pro. That's it. That's what I use. It's really good. It compartmentalizes everything. I can do everything by events, tasks. It also reads my current calendar that's in my phone. So if I have appointments, if I have class, if I have whatever it is that I'm doing, it syncs with it. That way I'm not overscheduling myself on certain things. Plan your life. Plan your fitness regimen within your lifestyle. That is how you can create some balance. It's so much easier when you can see it, so you'll follow it. I'll have a link down below after this video is completely processed and uploaded. I'll have a link down below to a free healthy lifestyle planner that you guys can use. It's free to you. Click on it, open it up, use it, print it, do whatever you want to. It's kind of similar to this app, but it's a little bit more focused on the health aspect of it, getting your diet together, getting your exercise regimen together, and not only that, just planning like goals and other things in life other than just health and fitness. Health and fitness is important. You need to balance it with the rest of your life so that you can be able to be productive. So, should I recap? Because I'm going to keep it simple today. 3 things: keep it simple, be consistent, stay patient. And patience is not easy for most, but you have to be patient. You can't expect things to happen so fast. you got to give yourself time. You got to give yourself some leadway, but not too much to the point where you stop and keep stopping and starting, or to the point where you just stop altogether and don't do anything because you're not seeing results the way your mind wants to see them. You're looking at the end goal, and that is good. You should look at the end goal, but look at the steps. It's a journey. Pay attention to your habits, not to the scale. So build a morning routine or a wake up routine that is going to help you be productive. Makes life so much easier. Build those skills. Like I said, with me, I have a certain regimen or way I do things. Fixing my bed as soon as I get up makes me feel accomplished. Find yours. It might not be the same for you if you're married. You might get up before your husband. I don't know. But do something that'll get you to the point of feeling mentally and emotionally productive. So mentally, for me, fixing my bed, it makes me feel like, okay, there's an accomplishment. On to the next. Emotional and spiritual, in a sense, for me, because my emotional and spirituality is kind of put together. I read my daily text. So that's what I do. Or read your Bible. Read a passage. Start with Proverbs. It helps. And then meal prepping. Plan. If you are not exactly sure what plan works for you, how you should eat, what you should eat, when you should eat, I have programs on my website that you can definitely check out. I'll also make sure that the planner is down below for free for you. You can just go ahead and just download that. No big deal. And yeah, just definitely plan your life. Plan it out. Everything. Even when it comes down to spending time with your family or just spending time with yourself. Plan it out. If you have to do it day to day or week to week, do it. Put it on paper or in your phone with reminders and follow it. That's where your consistency comes in. From the last video that I did where I talked about discipline, most people's mindset, they think discipline is to punish. Well, it should be thought of in a different way. It's to correct a wrong, and usually our old habits is what's wrong, and that is why we're not seeing the results. So we have to correct our wrong. We have to correct the habits. And the only way we can make better habits is we have to be consistent, repetitious with the new change or the new habit so that it becomes consistent, that it becomes second nature. So that's what I wanted to share with you. That's how you balance those things out. Keep it simple. Just keep it simple. Stay consistent. Even if you stop and start, at least you're being consistent with that to the point where you have no choice but to be consistent with it without stopping and starting at one point. It's okay. That's going to happen because it's new. It's different, and being one way and trying to become another way requires that you have to make some changes, and you need to balance it out. Don't overwork yourself. Also, don't underwork yourself. I mean, there's so many different things out there that people say where you're overworking, you're underworking, you're overeating, you're undereating. It's like, you know what? Find the middle ground, find the balance that works for you. Don't try to do more than you can handle, and don't cut yourself by doing less and you know you can do more. That is a personal situation. That is a personal evaluation of self. Sit down, think about it, and put it on paper. I'll have the link down below. So, open it up to questions because I'm trying to keep these videos only 30 minutes long. No more hour videos. I'm having stuff to do. I can't do it anymore. How is everybody's afternoon? I'll wait. So this is what I have. A cup of fruit. It's frozen. This is my protein. Yeah, everybody's okay. You're doing good. Yeah, do good. It's warm in Michigan. Fabulous, Tanja. So this is another part of my routine. It's like I have a shake. That's the first thing. It's warm in Alabama. Man, I need to move down south somewhere. So this is spinach. I actually put a handful of it in here. So I have a smoothie in the morning, and it's usually after my fasted cardio. Who? No, you don't. No, I don't need to move. Okay, maybe I don't. I'm supposed to be in Ohio in March, Tangela, because of the there's 3 things that's going to be. It's 3. Okay, there's 3 things. There is the Arnold Classics that's happening in March. Once I get all the plans and everything together, I will be letting you guys know in the next video. I try to post videos every Monday and be live on Wednesdays at 12 p.m. because it's a little easier for me, and try to keep you up. So the Arnold Classics is happening in March. Once I'm pretty sure of how the traveling plans and everything is going to go and where I'm going to be, then I can relate to you guys. If you're in Ohio, come visit me, come see me, but I know I'm going to be at the Arnold Classics. So that's one. The other announcement is July 14th, the weekend of July 13th to the 15th, I will be in Chicago. And I will be in Chicago because I will be doing my, this is my 7th. Yeah, this is my 7th pole competition. So I will be doing it with the North American Pole Dance Competition Championship or something like that. So I'll be in Chicago in July. So I'll give you guys more details about that and how I'm going to do a meetup or anything like that. I want to find somewhere where probably where I'm going to be is probably a good spot for me to do a probably a good spot for me to do a meetup. So I will be having a meetup in Ohio extremely soon because March is like right around the corner. The Arnold Classics is right around the corner. So I have to finish up the traveling details for that. And then in July, I will be and then July I will be in Chicago, and May, that was off, but the third one is in May. I'm gonna be doing my first NPC. So yes, I'm in the middle of prep mode right now. So high intensity interval training is something that I'm doing right now. I'm trying to stick with high intensity interval training for my fasted cardio, and I do it on my bike. So I have new programs on my website. Definitely check that out. The 21-day challenge starts March 1st. I'm adding more value to how that challenge is working out because I'm more interested in coaching in groups and doing this kind of setting of live chats, kind of coaching in this sense to those of you who are willing to listen. So fruit, I have protein, vegetables. This is my, So I'm going to show you guys one trick. You won't see this anywhere else on YouTube. And you're about to see it live. So in my coffee, I use a coffee creamer. I use an almond creamer. This is what I use, okay? I use this in my smoothies too. Instead of me using almond milk, I put almond creamer in here. That's all I need. And then the rest is water. The rest is water. I don't care to have a bunch of almond milk or all that stuff in there. I prefer water. It's more hydrating. So put it in there and get it going. Make sure it's tight. Oh, it'll be time for a new one soon. Somebody asked a really good question, so I don't know if you can see, and you probably can't, but I can read it to you. Total grams of sugar is 4. They say with any serving, and this is just for 1 tablespoon, I probably put about 2 tablespoons, so it's probably like 8. You shouldn't go over 17 grams of sugar with anything. And I mean with anything that's not normal sugar foods that we should be eating, which is really fruit. so good. Okay, I missed that that question. I'm looking at timing. It's 20 minutes. All right, guys. I know there's usually a delay when it comes to, you guys asking questions. Spirulina, do I put that in my, is that what you're asking? When I use the, super green food by, the green superfood, that's what I want to say. Yes, it was actually with the green superfood from Nutragics. It has that in my it has that in the supplement, but I haven't had it in a couple of weeks actually, because I need to get another one. A lot of people don't like it. I like it. It's all in my 5-year plan, because it's big enough to handle everything in here. So, nice and large. But yes, I have. Someone asked about ketosis. How do I know if I'm in ketosis? I'm going to re-explain this again. I keep it simple. Science behind food and health is important. It does matter. However, I'm about simplicity. Don't try to get too much into science and if I'm in ketosis or anything. I didn't even do that when I started off my weight loss journey. So, how do I know if I'm losing weight? My clothes fit better. That's the key. Keep it simple. Stop overthinking. I am not a science nut when it comes to health and nutrition. I've never started off that way. So, if you ask me science stuff, I'm going to tell you it's too much. How I'm getting my body fat down, check out my programs on my website. They're all high intensity interval training based. That's where I'm able to lose my weight. And then one of the things that I do is fasted cardio. There's a video that I'm working on. Well, it's not a video. I think it's a live chat that I have, because I have things kind of like scheduled out of what I want to talk about, of what is really good for women over 35. Not to put anybody under 35 like you can't do this, but like at a certain age, as you get older, metabolism slows down, your body seems to break down, all kinds of things just happen, hormone changes, everything, all the way up until your 70s, and you still want to stay active, you still want to stay healthy. There are things that you can do, and HIIT training is it. I am going to be so honest with you, it works. It gets your body fat down. And I'm a no excuse person. There is no excuse for it. There are people way older than me who can run freaking marathons. So body ailments, people missing limbs, people don't have certain things, have certain ailments, and they're doing it. So I can't even give myself any excuse. I have knee issues. I'm always on my knees, as I'm a pole dancer and I teach floor work. So, sometimes I have problems with my knees. So instead of me trying to do high intensity of some other form, I'd rather just do it on the bike. It's easier for me than doing it on a treadmill, so I don't have to deal with the shock in my knees. So there is no excuse for anything to say you can't do it. Because if you can walk, if you can run, if you can sit, if you can breathe, get it done. Otherwise, you can't expect any kind of results if you won't put some effort into it. It requires work, guys. It requires work. It requires effort. It requires change. Your body won't change. You're not shocking it. To compete, I don't train people for competitions. Honestly, because I'm doing it really for myself, and I'm still learning the ins and outs of it as I go along, because the first competition that I did was a transformation division, and within that transformation division, you know, body fat percentage and all of that stuff wasn't the key. The key was the journey, how you lost. You know, you guys know me as someone who lost over 70 pounds. It was 220 pounds, 220 nice pounds. You know, I didn't hate myself, but I wasn't comfortable at that weight. And then I wanted to be a better mother and a better wife and a better whole lot of things, and that benefited me. It's benefiting me now. But as far as like training or talking about competition in that sense, because I'm still learning for myself how that works and putting myself through it, yeah, I don't really talk a lot about the whole aspect of trying to get down to 10 to 12% body fat, because the lowest that I've gotten as far as body fat percentage was the day of my competition. I believe I was like 15%, maybe a tad bit lower. And you guys have watched me get to 20, 19, I think at one point, and that's as far as it went as far as the videos were concerned. But the day of the show, I was at 15. So yeah, I didn't have like really crazy visible abs because I didn't work my abs out. I didn't have a six-pack, but I had abs. I had a flat, crazy flat stomach. But you know, that stuff only lasts for so long because you're depleting yourself of water. So my first NPC, it's going to be interesting. I might inquire of a coach the closer I get to it, because I know it's a tad. NPC and WBFF. WBFF is World Beauty, Fashion, and Fitness. It's there is a difference in the divisions and in the federations. I love World Beauty, Fashion, and Fitness. However, I'm getting this where a lot of people are saying I'm great for NPC. I have the body type for it. You know, the broad shoulders, back. And you know, I'm working on that because this is really my favorite part of my body is my upper body and the fact that I have very strong, lean legs. But other than that, this is going to be a learning experience for me because it is different, and they do pay attention to body fat percentage and muscle like symmetry and all that. So bodybuilding and NPC is a little bit different than WBFF transformation division. I did that because realistically, I am looking at myself as an encourager and a motivator to you guys, and I wanted to do something that was I felt personally was more realistic and more attainable, so that you guys could see it, instead of watching someone, you know, rushing off into extreme bodybuilding. And it's like, that's not what I want to do, or that's not my life, or sometimes it just feels unattainable. Sometimes it feels unattainable, and it's okay. There are some things that it's okay to be like, look, that's a far off goal. I ain't interested. I just want to look good. That's all it is. And it's okay to be vain. Totally fine. But I haven't done any videos in any sense of where I talk about the whole factor of how your body changes, or going back to a more, I want to say a more healthier body, because when you're like losing that amount of weight and getting that small, some people go through mental situations where they don't like their bodies after a competition, whereas with me, I didn't have to go that far down. I didn't have to, but I did as far down as I could at that time of that first show. And I liked how I looked. And as I started gaining some of that weight back, getting up to my 50s, because I was in my lower 40s, 140 pounds. It was like almost hitting 139. Oh, God. I like looking buff. I don't like looking skinny. That's what I like. I'm okay with, you know, the water on top of my muscles, because I have big muscles anyway. So I'm fine with that. But some people have a problem, like once you get to a certain size or you look a certain way and you see your abs, or, you know, your waist is extremely small. And then after the competition, it's just like, they're like dying to get back to that body type, and it's just unrealistic. So if you want to just look good, I'm telling you now, that 21-day challenge, it helps. So make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you are watching me for the first time. I want to thank all of you who have been supporting me, because I just noticed I hadn't even been paying attention to my subscribers. Like 36, like over 36,000. Like, I'm like, oh, I didn't even pay that any attention. I'm so busy trying to put out content and be there for you guys, you know, in a certain way. So yeah, thank you for those of you who have been supporting me. Those of you who are watching me for the first time, subscribe. You're going to see more videos like this every Wednesday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mondays is when I'm going to be doing more videos. Check out my website, programs. Remember, there will be a link down below for the Healthy Lifestyle Planner. It's free to you. You can just use it however you want to. My gift to you, to say hi. I see hellos and good mornings and good afternoons to you. Make sure you click on the little bell down there too, so you can get notifications of new stuff. And yeah, that's gonna complete my day, because I have to. I'm time crunching now. I can't neglect you guys, but I can't neglect myself either. So balance. Let's balance. So you guys, enjoy work. Have a good day. If you're home, get stuff done. Love you guys. And I will see you Monday. And live again Wednesday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Love you guys.